slop, but at least it will comply with the letter of the law, if not the spirit of the law. I absolutely can't wait to see the ramifications of this. And next, I have another video for you, right? FromSoft. Sony want to purchase the company that owns 70% of FromSoft shares. It is a gargantuan story. It's actually one where the leaks have been confirmed, and I think it matters to all of us because this is the Elden Ring developer, the Armored Core developer. If something bad happens to them, it would truly be a loss. So check it out next. Thanks to today's sponsor, and I'll see you over there.
You know, guys, DEF CON Everybody Dies is probably one of the more interesting games you could get on Steam for like $10. It's a strategy game where literally everyone dies. Because when nuclear weapons are brought in, millions of people are effectively wiped in the matter of minutes. Now, of course, this isn't a video review of DEF CON. In fact, I'm talking about the real world that we live in. Now, if you're somebody that considers themselves to be a prepper, you know, words like ICBM trending and World War III trending is probably, in your mind, at least some level of a return on investment. I think it's amazing to be prepping, especially for a world that is relatively wild when it comes to stability on a day-to-day basis. You know, in today's day and age, there's so many conflicts that one could say it almost rivals that period before World War II, where there was a lot of different regimes, a lot of different forms of expansionism that all led to the entire massive world war that got pretty much every single major country involved. And usually in that situation, you know, it was different back then. Now with things like intercontinental ballistic missiles and nukes, like DEF CON, everybody dies. So, according to Rockstar Games conspiracy theorists, today was the day that we were supposed to get any information regarding Grand Theft Auto 6's trailer 2. But if anything, we didn't get any of that, and I pretty much expected it. What we did get was a lot of world leaders discussing actual ICBM or IRBM attacks. So early on a Thursday morning, a whole bunch of Russian actual ICBM started raiding hell from the sky. This is some footage actually captured and shared by Forbes and plenty of other publications. One of the reasons why I don't make these videos literally like the day after it happens is because there is a level of misinformation. Sometimes you'll find people sharing like 4 or 5 year old Arma footage, Arma 3 footage, and passing it off as realistic, and generally where your grandparents might actually believe, oh my god, that is real. Or they might share like flight simulator footage and pretend and pass it off like it's the real thing. It's best to wait maybe a few days so every single country can kind of respond, you know, and get their word out, so to speak. Now in this footage over here, it almost looks like just God is raining down actual like hell from the sky. Like this is actually a smiting that is occurring. No, what appears to be the case is actual IRBMs, not ICBMs, okay? So anyways, you can see that actual like missile barrages are going down. And where did this actually occur, ladies and gentlemen? This occurred in the city of Dnipro, Ukraine, okay? So basically what has effectively happened over here is some new type of intermediate range hypersonic ballistic missiles, so IRBMs, actually were carrying payloads that thankfully did not contain anything of the nuclear variety. Thankfully speaking, and that's according to Democracy Now! Now, while it seems like the Ukrainian president decided to also respond to this, this translation, I can't speak, you know, Russian, Ukrainian, or any of that, but one translation that came from, again, Forbes was, it seems one weapon delivered all the warheads. The telemetry, high and fast, indicated it was a ballistic missile. It had all the characteristics, speed, altitude, of an intercontinental ballistic missile. So immediately that was when ICBMs were being shared around on the internet and people were genuinely scared, right? Like if you ever want to think about the world ending, there's a pretty good website that I'll actually show you known as exitmundi.com. Now if you followed my channel since literally the days of haunted gaming, then you probably knew that at some point we were looking at end of the world scenarios, and some of them came from this website. So believe it or not, we've thankfully passed some of these actual scenarios. But did you know that even if none of these happen, we still actually will end up going through some end of the world scenario? For instance, in 100 trillion years, if humanity evolves to the point where we become actual cyborg human beings, and yes, some people believe this monstrosity could actually be a human being of the future, then eventually